Halos 11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to ARW. We're here on episode 68 for the January 30th, 2020 edition of ARW. We have another women's Termination Chamber qualifying match tonight. We have UnCaged back in action. We have some tag team action. We're going to see the continuation of the trials of Captain America, and the Interdimensional Champion is in action in the main event. Much like last week, we're kicking off this week with another qualifying match for the ARW Women's Termination Chamber. Last week, we saw Wonder Woman defeat Bayonetta to qualify for the Women's Termination Chamber. We already know Power Girl, of course, being the champion, is going to be part of the Termination Chamber as well. And tonight, Special Ops Sonya Blade makes her way to the ring in hopes of becoming the next entrant into the Termination Chamber. And tonight, Sonya Blade is taking on one of the newer members of the ARW Women's roster. She's been here for a few months now, though. Sonya Blade is taking on Tifa Lockhart. Tifa Lockhart making her way to the ring. She likes to walk the crowd for her matches. Very interesting entrance choice. It's respectable, though. I like it, though. Respectable. I like it. So, Tifa Lockhart and Sonya Blade are going to kick off the show tonight. Here we go. As they lock up, Sonya Blade pushes her back into the corner. And the referee trying to get between the two, trying to break things up here. And he manages to get a clean break between the two of them. That's a rare occurrence here in ARW. And now, well, wait a minute. Sonya Blade has her from behind. Takes down Tifa. Into a headlock on the side. And a right hand. And now, oh, Sonya clotheslines her into the corner. That looked like it hurt. As now Sonya Blade kicks, no, Tifa finds the counter, catches the leg, and sweeps the leg of Sonya. Kick to the ribs, takes her down. And now Tifa Lockhart turns her over. As Sonya Blade gets her up and hits her with a gut-wrench powerbomb. Goes for a kick there. Now Tifa trying to put Sonya down early here. Into a cover. Lockhart for the win. No, there's a kick out. Right hand from Blade. And Sonya takes out the legs. And oh, a big thrust kick there from Sonya Blade. And now Sonya looking for the end here. Calling her up. And Sonya Blade with a spear to Tifa Lockhart into the cover. 1, 2, no. And now Sonya Blade picking her up, and oh, takes out the legs again. And now Sonya Blade going up to the top rope. And Sonya Blade up the top with a missile drop kick. And went for a right, no. Tifa finds the counter and Tifa Lockhart back into the ring. And Tifa Lockhart throws Sonya Blade out of the ring. And oh, look at that. Hurls herself over the top as well. And now Lockhart, no, Blade rakes the eyes. And Sonya Blade pokes the eyes there. And I think she's learning from one of the newer additions to the ARW roster. As Sonya Blade takes down Tifa Lockhart. A lesser seen camera angle here as well. And, oh, head first into the ring post goes Tifa Lockhart again. Referee at a 6 count. 7, and Blade breaks the count. Is she going to go back out there? So Tifa Lockhart, well, if it ends in count out, it's over. On Blade breaks the count. She doesn't want to win this by count out. Sends her head first into the ring post again, though. And now Sonya Blade sends Lockhart back into the ring. And Sonya off the top rope with a big splash into the cover. 1, 2, no, Lockhart counters. And now Sonya finds the counter herself. Oh, Tifa turns her around. Tifa with a German. And now Tifa Lockhart for a kick. Sonya Blade finds the counter. Blade with a leg sweep. And now Lockhart back up. Blade sends her off the ropes. Spear! 1, 2, 3. She got her. Sonya Blade joins Wonder Woman and Power Girl inside Termination Chamber. Sonya Blade, that I wouldn't say one-sided, but I would say that match went in her favor for most of the night. That rebound spear was enough, though, as Sonya Blade is the third woman into the chamber. We'll see another member join. We'll see the final 2 Termination Chamber qualifiers for women next week with Sheik versus She-Hulk and Laura Croft versus Captain Marvel. But up next, we have Johnny Cage back in action. After qualifying the second woman for the Termination Chamber, you know that music, you know what it means. Here comes the Deadly Alliance. It's going to be Bald Bull in action for the team tonight. You can see Captain Falcon taking the back. Captain Falcon has developed some real issues with Johnny Cage after the confrontation between the two last week. As Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Bald Bull into the ring. Falcon just watching on the outside. And here comes Bald Bull's opponent. I already told you who it was at the end of last match. It's Johnny Cage. As Johnny Cage making his way to the ring. Last week, Johnny Cage scored a big victory over Ganondorf in his debut. And tonight he looks to do the same to Bald Bull. Here we go. Oh, Cage grabs Bull immediately. Rolls him through here. Small package 1. No, Bald Bull immediately gets the shoulders up. And Johnny Cage, rolls Bald Bull through again. 1. No, Bald Bull shoves him off. And a right hand from Bald Bull. And Bald Bull sends Cage into the corner. And Bald Bull's got him up. Johnny Cage, no, finds the counter. And DDT. For a kick to the back, Bald Bull out of the way. And Bald Bull drops Johnny Cage with a back body drop. Those two guys at ringside, Johnny Cage probably knows pretty well there with Scorpion and Sub-Zero. As now Johnny sends him into the corner. And a big clothesline. Johnny Cage picks Bald Bull back up to his feet. Sending him into the corner, and Johnny Cage, clothesline, takes down Bald Bull. You can hear the PlayStation going into overtime for some reason. And now Johnny Cage with a right. Gets caught with a right from Bald Bull. And Bald Bull sent over the top by Johnny Cage. The referee pushes Cage away from the ropes. Here comes Bald Bull back into the ring. Oh, Johnny Cage rolls him through again here. 1. No, Bald Bull again kicks out. And Johnny Cage stomps on Bald Bull. And now Johnny Cage back into the ground and pound offense there on Bald Bull. And just doing it again for good measure. And now Johnny playing up to the crowd. Tells Bald Bull to bring it on. And Bald Bull complies by taking him down. And Bald Bull takes out the arm. Get to the back now from Bald Bull. And a stomp to the head. Bald Bull picks him back up. No, Johnny Cage with a counter. Oh, there's the low blow. Cage in the cover. 1, 2, no. Oh, well, Johnny Cage just hits Bald Bull with a knee in the face and then boots it into the mat. And Johnny sends Bald Bull into the corner. And Johnny Cage, no, again, nobody home. Bald Bull out of the way. Turns Johnny Cage back over. And Bald Bull stomps the arm. Oh, went for a clothesline. Johnny Cage out of the way. Cage, right-handed Bald Bull. Oh, Johnny Cage rolls him through again. 1, 2, no. Bald Bull again kicks out. And Bald Bull, belly to belly to Johnny Cage. And there's a neck breaker from Bald Bull. Bald Bull picks Cage back up. Went for a kick. Johnny Cage kicks him in the knees. Off the ropes. Shining Wizard from Cage. 1, 2. No, Bald Bull again kicks out. Well, Johnny Cage just wipes his feet off, says he's done with Bald Bull. And Cage just showing off to show off, really. No, Bald Bull counters now, grabs Cage. Johnny Cage turns Bald Bull around, and oh, Cage again rolls him through. 1, 2, no, oh, Bald Bull counters. Johnny Cage says, no, and shoves him off. And now Bald Bull with Johnny Cage up on his shoulders, gutbuster. And now Bald Bull picks him back up, Bull with a kick, and Bald Bull just drops Johnny Cage. Into the cover. 1. No. And now, no. Johnny Cage. Another counter to Bald Bull. And now Cage. Small package on Bald Bull. 1, 2, no. Oh, there's the low blow again. And kicks him across the face again. 1, 2. Cage is your winner. Johnny Cage with another victory this week. Johnny Cage gets the big victory. Yet again. Second week in a row. So, with that said, up next, we have some hard-hitting tag team action coming up. We have tag team action up next, as I said. What I'm seeing in my notes, this one's going to be hard-hitting and hard to watch, possibly. As we wondered last week if it was the end of Big Bad Bosses when Ganondorf came to the ring alone. But now you can see Bowser out with him. No Giovanni, no Eggman.
Ain't nobody gonna come and find me. I got mad reptilian pride. If you want to step in my kingdom, I get a real nice surprise.
Very interesting situation, is it not?
Even if you got special eyes, even if they gotta run up on me, I got tricks and traps and bait. If they got big plans for later, but that I'm your feeling. I got a personal private army.
As Bowser and Ganondorf make their way to the ring. Tonight, Bowser and Ganondorf take on, well, the new force here that's been running through the tag division. Shao Kahn and Thanos, the Tyrannical Titans. This entrance seems a little familiar, I think. As it is Bowser starting off with Shao Kahn, and oh! That's why you don't run for Bowser, Shao Kahn. If there's any two people that I think could stop the Tyrannical Titans, it is Big Bad Bosses. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh my god. Ganondorf just flipped Bowser over onto Shao Kahn. And now Ganondorf is trying to take down Shao Kahn. He's repeatedly kicking him in the head, but now Shao Kahn grabs Ganondorf by the back of the head. And Ganondorf finding the counter. And another boot. Can't quite take him down though. And now Shao Kahn grabs Ganondorf by the back of the head, throws him into the corner. Tag made, Thanos is in. A double axe handle from Thanos to Ganondorf. And now Ganondorf picked up by Thanos, who slams him knee first into the back. There's an elbow from Thanos to Ganondorf. A shoulder block from Ganondorf. As Ganondorf now trying to fight back. Ganondorf kick to Thanos. And, oh man! Turns him inside out with a boot, and Bowser wants back in. These two have history dating back to this time last year, when Bowser was the one who stepped up and challenged Thanos, who was then the ARW champion. As both men stagger each other back. And slingshots him into the ropes. And now Thanos has Bowser by the shoulder. Takes out the leg. And there's a shoulder block from Thanos to Bowser. Now Bowser could be in trouble here. Thanos drags him away from the ropes. And Thanos, tag made to Shao Kahn. As Shao Kahn gets Bowser back up to his feet. And Shao Kahn grabs Bowser by the throat and punches him in the stomach. And turns him over. Bowser, shoulder, or no, big clothesline there, excuse me. Tag made, Ganondorf back in. Well, we don't see Ganondorf fly very often. Now Ganondorf whip for a splash, but no, it's also not very often you think that the ARW Universe wants Big Bad Bosses to win a match. But I'd say right now, the crowd's probably behind Big Bad Bosses because anyone who steps up to fight the Tyrannical Titans seems to be on the side that's going to get the favor of the ARW universe, as Shao Kahn looking to choke out Ganondorf. Has him locked in a submission hold, but Ganondorf slips out of it. And, oh, we got him with that boot. Ganondorf turns Shao Kahn inside out with that one. And now Ganondorf lighting him up with chops. And another boot. Ganondorf picks him up, and Ganon. Oh man, look at the strength of Ganon. Gets him up and hurls him. And now Ganondorf, with Shao Kahn, throws him into the corner. And a big splash. Ganondorf with Shao Kahn. No! Shao Kahn with a DDT. And Shao Kahn now grabs Ganondorf and hits him with a gut wrench. Shao Kahn's got him back up, and Shao Kahn turns him around, grabs him by the back of the throat, and Shao Kahn, another choke slam. Drags Ganondorf away from the ropes. Shao Kahn just raining down on the face of Ganondorf. Oh, Ganondorf. Ganondorf takes down Shao Kahn. And now Ganondorf. Oh, the two collide. And another reverse choke slam. And now Shao Kahn calling up Ganondorf. Has him by the throat, looking to choke him out. Ganondorf could be fading. We've seen many of people lose to Shao Kahn this way. But not Ganondorf. Ganondorf. F5. No. And now Ganondorf yells for Bowser to get back into the corner. And Ganondorf picks Shao Kahn back up and sends Shao Kahn into the corner of Big Bad Bosses. But now Shao Kahn sends Ganondorf into the corner of the Tyrannical Titans. Ganondorf, no, finds the counter, sends Thanos into the corner. Oh, now you know Bowser wants in. These two, unfinished business from a year ago in Bowser's eyes. And Bowser, with the greatest of ease, to the top rope leg drop. And up to the top again, Bowser. Senton off the top to Thanos. And now Bowser into the cover. 1, 2, no, Thanos kicks out. Oh, and Shao Kahn headbutts the King of the Koopas. This match has been a stalemate thus far. Thanos, oh, has Bowser up, but no, Bowser finds the counter. And hurls Thanos off the corner. And now Bowser hurls Shao Kahn into the ring. Oh, and Thanos capitalizes on the distraction. And Thanos turns Bowser over. Thanos tosses Bowser across the ring. And now Thanos gets Bowser up, and Thanos spinebuster to the King of the Koopas. Calling him up. Ganondorf trying to get in the ring, but now Bowser's in trouble. Thanos, jackknife powerbomb. Cover. And I think it's over. Tyrannical Titans with the victory over Big Bad Bosses. Just like that, Tyrannical Titans continue their run of form. I think it can't be denied at this point. These are the two men that will be challenging for the ARW Tag Team Championships. If it's not them, then who? Captain America versus Sephiroth, up next. So here we go with the second of the 5 trials of Captain America as we left them. As here comes the second man that will be in the ARW Championship Termination Chamber match on February 22nd. So in just about 3 weeks' time now, 3 weeks from Saturday. It's the One-Winged Angel, Sephiroth. Of course, Sephiroth is taking on the ARW Heavyweight Champion, Captain America. Captain America making his way to the ring. Last week he got a victory over Xander. Of course, that was the first of 5. So this week we're going to see him take on Sephiroth. Next week we're going to see him take on Superman. On February 13th we'll see him take on Kratos. And on February 20th, John Cena. That's your mini rundown of who all is in the Termination Chamber. Don't worry, you'll be reminded again soon. Just kind of how we do things in ARW. So, Captain America and Sephiroth, these two have faced off once in the past before. And Captain America walked away with the victory. Or no, actually Sephiroth walked away with the victory. But here we go, nonetheless. It was at the annual Night After Xandermania after party when these two faced off. Sephiroth at the time was #1 contender to the ARW Championship. Captain America had recently debuted for ARW. Oh no. Well, Sephiroth, I hate to say it, karma is a bitch. As there was a pedigree from Xander while the referee's back was turned, and now capitalizing on it. He doesn't know what happened. He was down. We saw Sephiroth do the exact same thing to Xander, but with the One-Winged Angel last week. As now, Captain America looking to turn the matchup into his favor after that. Sephiroth had the advantage in the early goings, as Sephiroth again finds a counter. Now Captain America finding the counter again, has him up. No, Sephiroth shoves him away. And Sephiroth, no, gets slung into the ropes by Captain America. And now Rogers gets him up, and Rogers sends him off the corner. And now Steve Rogers gets him up, slams him down. And right hand. And another. No, wait, nobody home that time. And there's a headbutt from Captain America. And Captain America jumps onto him, flips over him, sunset flip into a powerbomb. 1, 2, no. And Cap sends him off the turnbuckle again. And shoves Sephiroth back. kick to the ribs. You gotta admire Captain America. He's been back every week since the Rumble when he and Little Mac went to war. Cover here from Cap. 1, 2. No, Sephiroth kicks out. What I was about to say, though, Little Mac, we haven't seen him yet. And that's not me faulting Little Mac by any means. I can confirm, thanks to the ARW doctors, Little Mac suffered a fractured wrist at the ARW Rumble, and that is why we have not seen him since then. He's been battling with that as a rope break saves Sephiroth on that one. It's been all Cap since that pedigree. It's now Sephiroth. Has him up and drops him. And now Captain America getting back to his feet. Sephiroth grabs him. Northern Light suplex. And now gets him back up. And into a brainbuster. But that just shows you how far people like Captain America and Little Mac are willing to go to be the face of ARW. As I said, Little Mac suffered a broken, or a fractured wrist anyway, and still continued the match. Captain America was bleeding like a stuck pig and still continued the match. As, wait a minute, speaking of Captain America, he's got Sephiroth. There's an AA into the cover. 1, 2, 3. He got him. The ARW champion picks up the victory. Assist from Xander. Referee didn't turn around in time to see what exactly happened. And in the end, America found the counter, got Sephiroth up, hit the AA, 2 down, 3 to go for Cap. But that's not all tonight. We're going to see the Interdimensional Champion back in action up next. Up next will be the main event. So, let's head on and see what's happening in our main event. It is main event time, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, the Interdimensional Champion in action. He's taking on, well, one of his longest-running rivals in ARW. ARW's one and only friendly neighborhood, Spider-Man. Spider-Man, if I remember correctly, fared fairly well in the Royal Rumble this past set last week. As Spider-Man making his way to the ring. Here comes Spider-Man's opponent. The Interdimensional Champion, Waluigi. Waluigi has more or less been champion since October. He had a week without the championship when Terry Crews debuted and defeated him for it, but he won it back the very next week, so he's been champion more or less since October. As Waluigi making his way to the ring. Waluigi, former ARW Tag Team Champion as well. Lost those championships to the Mario Brothers at Nemesis and lost their rematch the next week on ARW. So now Waluigi's focusing just on being Interdimensional Champion, and he's taking on Spider-Man right now. So, with that said, Spider-Man and Waluigi, here we go. And there's a drop kick from Spider-Man immediately. Oh, went for the super kick, nobody home. And Waluigi takes him down and begins raining in the fist down on Spider-Man. Spider-Man up to one knee. No, finds a counter. Super kick knocks Waluigi back. And now Spider-Man sent off the ropes. Waluigi. No, Spider-Man, look at that. Big wheel kick there from Spider-Man. Spider-Man has been one of the few people to be able to stand up to Waluigi since he got the Infinity Gauntlet. Spider-Man has done everything in his power to stop Waluigi as he super kicks him again. And Waluigi gets him back up on his shoulders though, and Waluigi drops Spider-Man. And Waluigi now Luthez press on Spider-Man. And now Waluigi gets him back up, and a big chop. And Waluigi with Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man hits him with a neck breaker. And Spider-Man, big leg drop off the top. Puts all his weight on Waluigi's ribs there. And now Spider-Man waiting for Waluigi to get back up to his feet. Spider-Man, springboard, missile, no! Went for a missile drop kick. And Spider-Man sweeps the leg. Waluigi getting back to his feet. Spider-Man picks him up. Spider-Man, no, went for a right. Waluigi hits one of his own. And now Waluigi, northern right. Northern lights to Spider-Man. And now Waluigi with a jumping neck breaker to Spider-Man. Turns him over and Waluigi picks him back up. And Spider-Man with a counter. Didn't quite connect with that super kick. And Waluigi drops him again. And discus clothesline from Waluigi to Spider-Man. Spider-Man back to his feet though. Spider-Man, here we go. Elbow. Sends him. No. Goes in the corner. And Spider-Man kicks him in the head. Springs through the ropes. Big neck breaker. Into the cover. 1, 2, no! And now Spider-Man to his feet. And Spider-Man. 0-5-4. 1, 2, no! And Spider-Man gets him back up. Super, no, went for a super kick. Couldn't quite get him. Waluigi drives him into the mat. Into a cover. 1, 2, no! Again, Spider-Man kicks out. And Spider-Man back to his feet. Hurricane Rana. And now Spider-Man calling him up. Spider-Man, super kick. One more time. Another one. And a moonsault into the cover. 1, no. And no, went for another, but didn't quite connect that time. There we go, there's another. And a Luthez press again from Waluigi. Waluigi picks him back up, and Waluigi DDT to Spider-Man. Waluigi turns him over now into the cover on Spider-Man. 1, no, a kick out from Spidey. And Waluigi calling him back up, and Waluigi. Oh, went for the boot. Spider-Man. Whoa! Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, no! Way too. Whoa! Both men had the same idea there. Clothesline to the back of the head from Waluigi. And now Waluigi, don't turn around to see what the noise is, Spidey. Claymore. 1, 2, 3. Waluigi gets the win tonight. Big win for Waluigi. Spider-Man came so close so many times, but in the end, the Claymore gets it done. Oh, wait a minute! Little Mac is back! Little Mac recovering from the injury, still from his match with Captain America, but Little Mac here to save his friend. Lays Waluigi down with a right, and now Little Mac. No, went for the Star Punch. Oh, Waluigi went to go after him. Little Mac is up though, and Little Mac. Waluigi trying to retreat, and Little Mac saw him coming back though. Little Mac is back. He lost his shot at the ARW Championship, but I think we know where Little Mac has turned his attention to, as Little Mac with Waluigi off the ropes. Mac with an elbow, and now Mac gets Waluigi up, and Little Mac, Star Punch! Little Mac pushes through the injuries. Little Mac is back. I've been Xander, and that has been ARW.